send it straight over to meteorologist Brian Slocum for a check of Dorian and our weather here.
Yeah, Dorian is still a Category 2 storm with 105-mile-an-hour winds around the center. Have not quite seen the 8 a.m. intermediate advisory yet, but you can see that it's becoming more symmetrical again. We're starting to see a reformation of the eye. That could mean this storm is starting to strengthen a little bit more. Still moving in the north-northwest at 8 miles per hour, maintaining its wind speed at 105. Hurricane Hunter aircraft are constantly in and out of this storm system because of its close proximity, and you can see the rain bands wrapping around. Storm looks like it's trying to get better organized again, so we could see some fluctuation in intensity, and we're anticipating this will start to take a turn later on today. As Steve King just mentioned, you got some clouds and even some showers affecting the North Carolina coastline. It'll be patchy and light for much of the area today, picking up in coverage into tonight and into Thursday as well. Temperatures mid to upper 60s to near 70 this morning. Warm sunshine and with some muggy weather, but we'll start to bring in more clouds courtesy of Dorian as we go through the day. I expect the day to stay dry. Can't rule out a spotty shower over the area as we go through time. This storm is going to hold its intensity for the most part, lashing the Carolina coastline with wind and with rain, and even locally we may have to be more concerned about rain than the forecast initially said. So we'll have much more on that and some possible changes in the forecast coming up.
Brian, thank you. The time is 8:02, and we're getting our first look this morning at the devastation left behind by Dorian in the Bahamas. You can see in this aerial video, buildings were ripped apart, thousands of homes destroyed, cars and boats littered all over the ground.
And Dorian, which was stuck over the Bahamas for a day and a half, also brought massive flooding and high winds. The Prime Minister says there are at least 7 deaths, but he's expecting more to be reported today. Dorian is now the most powerful storm to hit the Bahamas in recorded history.
And right now you're looking live at Daytona Beach, Florida. Officials there are ordering mandatory evacuations in some vulnerable coastal areas. More than 120 shelters in the state are now filled with people who decided it was just too dangerous to stay in their homes.
And Hurricane Dorian is picking up speed and moving closer to Florida's east coast and now moving north as well. But right now, the deadly storm is located about 100 miles east of Daytona Beach. David Bienick is there with more on the approaching storm.
Good morning from Daytona Beach, Florida, where the palm trees and the light posts are being whipped around by Dorian. After taking its time to get here, the storm has finally arrived. All of the bridges leading onto Daytona Beach closed overnight because of the high winds. Only emergency vehicles are allowed to come and go. A curfew is in effect. It took effect at 6 o'clock last night, and it's going to last until 6 o'clock this morning. Waves are pounding the shore up and down the Florida coast, and they're predicted to be up to 20 feet high. Officials are pleading with people to stay off of the beaches because of the possibility of storm surge. Evacuation orders are in effect, and some shelters have been set up, but many locals are staying in their homes, convinced that since the eye of the storm is going to stay offshore, that the conditions won't be that bad. The National Guard and more than 24 urban search and rescue crews are standing by in case those residents are wrong. In Daytona Beach, Florida, I'm David Bienick. Now back to you.
David, thank you. In South Carolina, business owners in Myrtle Beach spent the day Tuesday reinforcing doors and windows. Popular tourist destinations like Family Kingdom Amusement Park are already closed. And Santee Cooper, the Grand Strand's biggest power company, plans to have 67 line crews ready to respond to those outages. That's 50 more than usual. And many homeowners and tourists are staying put, but face several risks. The fire department won't come help until the winds are below 55 miles an hour, and the power company won't start working until they're below 35. Preparations are also underway along the North Carolina coast. Mandatory evacuations are starting now in the Outer Banks.
Our Steve King joins us now from Nags Head. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. Well, you can start to see the early signs of Hurricane Dorian here along the beach in Nags Head, North Carolina. These cloud formations down here to our south that is the beginning signs of Hurricane Dorian. So those clouds will surely just get heavier and heavier as the hours go by. Now, as far as the beach, is pretty empty right now because of Hurricane Dorian. People have taken the mandatory evacuation orders seriously, although we did speak with some people who say they were not going to leave town because previous hurricanes in recent years have not not been that bad here along the Outer Banks, but we did speak with some visitors who are taking the warnings very seriously. In fact, at our hotel, us and one other news crew are really the only people here. That shows that a lot of visitors have left town. We spoke to some of those visitors before they left town, and here's what they had to say.
I hate to go, but I understand we have to go if it really is going to get bad.
I know this is part of life, so it makes me evaluate if we should change when we vacation at the beach every year.
Now, those mandatory evacuations along the barrier islands went into effect at 6 a.m. this morning, and the firefighters say that they are not going to respond to emergency calls once the sustained wind speeds reach 50 miles per hour. Just another reason why it's so important to take these mandatory evacuation orders seriously. Reporting live in Nags Head, Steve King, WXII 12 News.
Steve, thank you. 42 members of the Greensboro Fire Department are traveling to the coast. Others will go to Raleigh to help direct the rescue effort at the Emergency Operations Center. These crews could be there for the next 2 weeks. Firefighters will help out with swiftwater rescue, searches, and other incidents.
807 Duke Energy says it has 5,000 line workers ready to go in the Carolinas ahead of Dorian. Crews from 23 states and Canada are on hand. Another 4,000 workers are also ready to assess damage before crews start to make their repairs.
A High Point-based tree removal company is doing its part to help people before Dorian. The owner of Outdoor Exposure says more of his Triad customers are asking to help them with their trees to get them removed just to be safe. Employees worked through the holiday weekend to take down as many trees as they could.
Right, and Saintsing says if needed, they'll head down to the coast to help with cleanup after Dorian passes. Well, a man from Pilot Mountain is in the Bahamas right now. Joe Oliver went to East Surrey High School in UNC Wilmington. He's a marine biologist and he lives there. Well, he has been helping with rescue efforts by getting fuel to people who need it. And Oliver says catastrophic is the only way to describe Dorian's effect on this island. You can stay with WXII 12 for the latest on Hurricane Dorian. You can download our free mobile app right now. You can also turn on alerts to get notifications when severe weather is in your area. We will also have the latest information on Dorian on our website.